Yes, lads and ladies, how's it going? Max here and welcome back to another video on my channel. I know it's been a while, but obviously with this whole coronavirus stuff going around, I don't even know where to start with that, but that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about keep or sell with the current Tottenham team, and I've got a category that says on the fence. So basically, as simple as it sounds, I'm going to be doing my valuation on each player and basically saying whether I'd like to keep them, on the fence, or sell them. And as you can see on the screen now, I've just done a quick preview just to see what it was like and how it's going to stand. So it's nice and simple for you guys. I'm sure you've seen these before. I've seen George Achillia do one over on his channel, so go check his out if you want to see his. Hopefully you guys are all well and safe, and hopefully you enjoy this video. If you do, drop a like, that'll be absolutely amazing. And if you do enjoy this, let me know in the comment section down below, obviously, any you thought I might have got wrong, or any you'd like to change, because obviously we all have our own opinions. And obviously going forward, if you'd like to see any more types of these videos, let me know also in the comments what sort of video I should do, because this one's just a tester to see if you guys enjoy it. You might want me to do all 20 Premier League clubs on the ones I hate and the ones that I like. So without further ado, let's get straight into this and let's go. Starting off with Ben Davies. Now, a lot of you are going to say sell, and I'd normally be straight in your face and say yes. But with this one, I'm just going on the fence, because obviously we can't go selling him if we haven't got a replacement. So that's how I've got to look at things at the moment. If we haven't got a replacement or someone suitable in that position, then I can't go selling. So he would be leaning that way. He'd be leaning that side of the fence, but for now, he's on the fence. Davinson Sanchez, I actually really like. I'm going to place him in the keep section, just because, yes, he does make mistakes, but he's still young. I mean, he has got great talent, he's quick, he's strong, he just lacks that consistency, and I feel if he can just find a bit of consistency, he will be a great defender. Eric Dyer is going to be the second player for me going in the on the fence category, just because it's Eric Dyer. I mean, he can have a worldy game, or he can lose his mind like jumping in the crowd. I mean, obviously there was reasons behind that, so that's why he did that, but some games he just gets outpaced, outclassed, and just doesn't look like he's technically gifted. He's just a fridge. He's just a fridge in the middle of the park, and sometimes he just makes up the numbers. So that's why, for me, he's on the fence. Eric Lamella's going in the keep category, just because I actually really like him, and it's just a shame he's always blaming injured. He's too injury prone, and it's just such a shame, because when he does get the ball, and he does get these little ball rolls going, and like little flicks, and has a little bit of flair about him, I feel like he's good on his day. And he works hard, extremely hard, so he's going in the keep category. The main man, Harry Kane, is going in the keep category as well. Goes without saying, obviously, unfortunately, he's injured at the moment, and this whole virus going about, he might return whether the Premier League carries on or not, but he will be back, hopefully, when the next game is available, which is obviously great news. World-class striker, any team in the world would have him, and that goes without saying, keep category. Harry Winks, some of you might debate this and argue with me, but he's going in the on the fence category, just because I don't feel, other than playing left to right and being a great possession player like keep ball, he just doesn't offer enough going forward for me, and I don't really know what his position is. Is he a defensive midfielder? Is he an attacking midfielder? Or is he just there to literally make up the numbers, like I said about Eric Dyer? Heung-min Son, the South Korean beast, is going in the keep category for obvious reasons. I love him, I'm sure many of you guys do. I have obviously a lot of South Korean followers and viewers, so shout out to Sonny. Love the guy, couldn't ask for more of him at times. I mean, yeah, he's been getting a couple of red cards here and there, but we're all human at the end of the day, and I love Sonny for his goal scoring, his work rate, he's good off the ball, and he just brings so much to the team. I mean, he's got such a character about him. Jan Vertonghen going in the keep category. Now, many of you might be saying he might be on his way out already, or he shouldn't be, he should be in the sell category. Now, for me, I've always loved him. He's always worked super hard for us. He's Super Jan at the end of the day. Obviously, all us Spurs fans know him as that, and that is why he's in the keep category. Hugo Lloris is still in the keep category, and the reason behind this is he is a world-class keeper. You try and find another keeper who's, well, nowadays, who'd be cheap to replace him with, you wouldn't. I mean, he's won the World Cup with France, he's captained our side numerous times, and it would just be rude to sell him or put him in the on the fence. It's just a shame that horrific injury he picked up near the start of the season. I think it was in January against Brighton. Musa Sissoko, again in the keep category, and the reason behind this is because he's a unit and he always works so hard. It's just so unfortunate that he's always injured at the moment. He's one that actually tries to run off most injuries as well, but in this time he's injured. I feel like he obviously brings, other than just working hard, he does those storming runs with the ball. It's just a shame his end product's a little bit iffy, but overall he's in the keep category. As you can see, I've added a few players now, just while I was quickly having a quick think about who to decide next, just so we can help speed this video up, and I don't want to bore you literally individually players and like for like. So you've gone for Vorm in the selling option. It's Vorm at the end of the day. I mean, we've got Gaza and you just don't need him really. 1/4, I just don't really feel he's got a place at the club. Now you could argue with me, you might say no, I'm wrong, and he's shown that he can play at right back, but technically I just don't feel he's good enough, don't feel he's strong enough for the Premier League. Sergio goes without saying, we do need another right back, I know, and I'm contradicting myself here and saying I shouldn't be putting him in the selling category because we haven't got another right back, but he just loses his head. He's not a proper right back, he doesn't know how to defend. He makes my spine, what's the word, he just makes me feel all over the place when he's got the ball, because you just feel like he's going to lose it. Wanyama obviously isn't with our club anymore, so he's in the sell category. Hands up, don't actually know who this is, so I'm just throwing that out there, so you might have to let me know. Danny Rose obviously on loan at Newcastle, so that's why he's in the sell category, not just because I actually want to get rid of him. Tanganga is going in the keep category, and the reason behind this is I feel like he's been a great addition to the side. He's strong, he's got thrown out there into big games, and he's won the fans over already, so goes without saying, keep category. Another man well deserving the keep category, and that is Lo Celso. The guy has been an animal. He just picks the ball up, he can drive with it, he can pass, he can shoot, and he gets the crowd going, and that is why keep category all day long. Ryan Sessegnon, unfortunately I'm going to put him in the on fence category, and the reason behind that is we just haven't seen enough of him. I mean, whether he's playing out of position or whether he just hasn't adapted to life in the Premier League as much as we thought he might have, because being at Fulham he was always bombing up and down that left wing, and that's how we wanted it to be when he joined Spurs, but it just hasn't happened for him, unfortunately. Gaza, I was saying I liked him earlier, and that is why he's going in the keep category. He had how many games? I mean 20, 25 games maybe in the first team for us in all competitions. Solid keeper, and I feel he well deserved that place. I mean, if it wasn't for someone like Hugo being the normal first team keeper, then Gaza would be holding his place. Toby Alderweireld in the keep category. I mean, how many times have we tried to get him to sign a new contract? I mean, it was just like every single tweet he ever did became with a reply of please sign a new contract. And Toby, he's just someone you need to hang on to. He is a leader, he's a solid centre-back, and whether he's been a bit iffy recently, it's probably because he's had a lot on his mind, and obviously when there's a lot on players' minds, they don't always play to their full ability. But Toby, for me, all of that aside, if you're just talking football, he is in the keep. Troy Parrott is going in the keep category, and the reason behind that is his record not in the first team is obviously goes without saying. He's scored some brilliant goals. He's even scored a great goal at White Hart Lane, the new one. So I think that was in the under-23 game, correct me if I'm wrong. But he's got plenty to shine, plenty to offer, obviously. He just hasn't been given the chance, and I want to see that chance. So for that, Troy Parrott, you're in the squad. Hopefully none of you noticed this little error that I made, but now we've got Steven Bergwijn rightly in the keep section, and the reason he's in there is since he's joined the club, he's obviously been unbelievable for us, and he's got a lot more to shine, a lot more to offer. It's a shame, obviously, since he's joined, Kane's been injured, so he hasn't been able to have that link-up play. I mean, he scored for us, he gets the crowd going, and simple as that, in the keep category. Dele Alli, another one that's been a bit controversial as of recent, but he's obviously got so much to offer, and there's a reason he always ends up getting in that first team lineup. Because it's Dele Alli. I mean, how much has he offered for us throughout the years? And the reason people get on his back is because they expect so much, because he started off so well in his career. Doesn't mean he hasn't been playing well, doesn't mean he hasn't been shining. It just, we've got so many injuries at the moment, and he's been having to play out of position. But that aside, in the keep section. Lucas Moura, the hero in Ajax. Now, he's going in the on the fence category for me, because unfortunately, when he's playing, he just doesn't seem to get involved. Whenever I see him in the starting lineup, he's not, other than running around, and yes, he has a lot of good work rate, he just doesn't make enough happen, unfortunately. And that's a bit like him and Lamella. I mean, they don't make enough happen, and I think that's why sometimes the fans get on their back. But unfortunately, you can't always live off a great highlight and just expect to be in the starting lineup for that. And for that reason, he's on the fence. Not saying I want to get rid of him, just saying maybe he needs to be on the bench. Gedson Fernandez, or Jedson, however you pronounce his name, unfortunately. And the reason I can't pronounce his name is because we haven't seen enough of him, and that is why he's in the keep section, because he's a new signing, so he's clearly got some ability, and I want to see it. Just obviously once the new season's up and running, and hopefully when we've actually got a full fit squad. Moving on to the final player in this keep or sell category video. I don't know what I'm even going to call it, but we've got Tanguy Ndombele, our most expensive signing of last season. He's definitely going in the keep category, and the reason for that is his ability is unbelievable. I just wish his fitness would somehow improve, and I wish he's just at home right now on a treadmill all day getting that fitness up, because if he gets his fitness up, he will be one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, if not in the world, because his ability is just, it just goes without showing. I mean, it's unbelievable. The way he just skips past players and drops a shoulder and just looks like he's walking half the time. It reminds me of that Dembele that we used to have. I mean, Moussa Dembele, I miss him incredibly. And if you follow me on Instagram, xDuoMax, follow me over there if you do. And also my Twitter, xDuoMax1993, because my other one got suspended. And that's a bit unfortunate. But anyway, that brings us to the end of the video. You've got a couple of players still on the bench here, but no need to talk about them because they're not doing anything at the moment. And we will end it there. So thank you so much for watching. If you have, remember, like I said, drop a like on the video, drop a comment down below, that would be much appreciated. Share the video if you want to. I mean, you might not want to ever see my face again, but if you do and you haven't subscribed to my channel, then hit the subscribe button as well. If you're a Tottenham fan especially, see you soon for another video. Take care. Bye bye.